Hello everyone, this is TSET and welcome to another Catan video here on my channel. So playing the base game and I am in the first position here and I'm noticing that there is not a lot of wheat available, quite a lot of actually wood available and decent amount of sheep available as well. Very little ore and apart from the 6 tile not a lot of brick either. So 659 is a very strong production spot, but then there is already a lot of sheep and wood on this board. 8510 is a good spot as well, especially with the access to the sheep port. 834 could be a decent pick as well. 692 is fine, grabbing the best brick, but then I don't like the 2 wheat spot here. And to be honest, actually I'm considering 8510. I think there is a lot of wood and sheep available, and although I am going for wood and sheep as my first placement, I will have access to the wood port here. I mean the other 8510 is exactly the same. It's access to the sheep port with 8 and 5. I mean the 10 ore is the common, it's just 8 and 5 that's interchanged. But for my second pick, I can get something like 9-4. Yeah, I'll just go for 8-5-10. I'm going to run out of time here. And red goes for the other 8-5-10, which makes complete sense. Here, I think my ideal placement would be on 6-9-2. Just increase my wood production, get a strong break. Here, I mean even 9-10 would be a fine second placement. It will basically be a ore wheat sheep game where wood will act as my wheat production. And 9-10 will most likely be open for me. Let's see if there is anything else that goes on. Orange goes for 6-9-2. So now what does green do here? Actually, the more I think about it, I'm considering who wants to go for 6-9-5 here. I think it is red who goes for 6-9-12. Okay, red. Yeah, surely did not expect this placement, but it makes sense for green. Strong production on 6-9-5 and grabs the best wheat and rest of the brick here. So now I think red will go for something like 6-11-12. And then maybe I can go for 9-4-11 or 5-4-11. Okay. Yeah, but doesn't this mean that I can go for 6-3-11 here? 6-3-11 with pointing my road to the right. I will try and get to the 3-1 port first because I have a lot of sheep production. Here, I mean 9-10 is still an option for me. Or do I want to go for 6-11-12, pointing upwards and then trying to go for the 9-12 spot? But with that setup, I leave 10-3-11 open for red. Do I want to do that here? I'm not sure. Yeah, so I mean, I'm not going to get a balanced setup in any way. Maybe 9-10 is a decent choice, but then I start with no brick and wheat. So getting a settlement on the wood port itself will be very difficult. So based on that, I'll go for this setup here. I roll a 7. So I would like to target green here because I believe green and I are both fighting for the 3:1 port early on in the game. That said, red is the only one who actually green has um, brick and wheat. Either of those resources are fine for me. Okay, so I already have my road. I just need a single wheat and I'll have a settlement as well. I would love to get a settlement on 843. Sorry, 84 on the 3:1 port. Yeah, let's see if I get this trade. Not sure who will be willing to accept it. I mean, red is the only one who has wheat here. Let's see, I'll offer again, and I'm offering a non-block along with this trade. Okay, red does not accept it. So at this point, do I just build a road and end my turn? Yeah, I think I'll do that. So another 6 or 11 and I'll be able to do a 4:1, even a 5 actually. And now, okay, I do not get any of those. So let's see if I again get the same trade. Maybe orange might be willing to accept it. I cannot do brick here. If I go for brick, then maybe I have to. Yeah, this does work, right? Because I can still do a 4:1. Get a break and still get my settlement on the 3:1 port. So this is excellent for me. And now the wood port is even more enticing. Yeah. And I think now my constant block would be either the 4 wheat or the 8 sheep. I'll ask for a break or else I'll ask for a wheat here. Don't want a sheep. I have enough sheep with me. I'm getting a 1:2 here. Yeah, I prefer a 1:1 which helps me, or else a 1:3 is fine. But this puts me over 7 cards, so I don't want to do a 1:3. Green is most likely going to target me. Maybe solo blocks me on the 8 brick. Sorry, 8 wood. Yeah, does do that. Steals the wood as well. So yeah, as I said, I think the 8 sheep is a decent block here. And I have to target red, although this doesn't help me too much. Let's see if I get this trade. Maybe orange is willing to accept a trade like this. I mean, orange might not have 2 sheeps here. Let's try a 1:1. It seems like orange is not interested. So I'll just end my turn here. Orange does not even play a knight, which is surprising. Yeah, surely I'll take a break. Because now it gives me a road and I am very close to getting a settlement as well. Okay. And yeah, that 8 is perfect. Hopefully no 7 is rolled. I'll ask for a 1:2. A 1:1 doesn't help me. A 1:2 actually gives me a road settlement. Yeah, so green is considering it, I believe. Okay, so this is perfect. Do I want to even offer a trade here? I can try. Let's see. If I get a 1:1, that would be nice. Yeah, or else I can just do a 3:1. And I will try and get a settlement on 6, 11, 12 actually, before getting a settlement on the wood port. This basically increases my brick production and gives me some wheat production. I know the wood port is for me to take. I don't think so there is anybody who is challenging for that port. Yeah, and immediately I am rewarded here with that 11 roll. Yeah, let's see if anybody accepts this trade. I don't think anybody will. Wheat is still a rare commodity. So at this point, I'll just build my road and end my turn. Yeah, so actually getting a settlement on 6, 11, 12 was quite nice. 11 has 12, 11 and 12 has already rolled, so gotten a rare wheat and brick. And now a single 8, 3, 11, 6 gives me a settlement. Yeah, so 6 rolls here. Let's see if I get this trade. If not, I can still get a settlement. Let's see. If I get either wheat or ore, I will be able to get a city. Yeah, otherwise I am one card short of a city. Seems like nobody is going to accept any trades. So just get my settlement and end my turn here. And now I want 10s and 8s to roll. I can also try and get a settlement on 9, 12, but then that is a later part in the game. I mean, I will still try and get a city on 8, 5, 10 first. And the good thing is not a lot of 7s are rolling, because I know if a 7 is rolled, I will be targeted here. I have made quite a lot of progress early on in the game. A 8 will give me a dev card here. I'll surely go for it. 8 or a 12. Hoping to get either a monopoly or knight would not be a bad option, but then maybe I get a monopoly or a year of plenty, which would make it easier for me to get a city. Okay, as expected. Do roll a 8 here. Let's see if I get a 1:1. I don't think anybody should accept this or will accept this. Yeah, so as planned, I'll just, and wow, and I do get the monopoly there, so it is very, very lucky. So here green has 2 ores in hand, red has 1, and I think orange here has 1 as well. So here I would want another 10 to roll, and then maybe I can just play a monopoly on ore. So 7 rolls here, and Yeah, I think I want to continue to target red. Actually, targeting green is better. Green has an ore here. Yeah, I do pull that ore. So now I can just go for another def card. I know I will be targeted. So yeah. So red here, yeah, solo blocks me. Doesn't even block the 6 sheep. And is able to steal an ore. So red might get a city here. Okay, just goes for a def card. Let's see. So if I target red, there is good chance I get a sheep. And I think I should be targeting red. Yeah, as I said, there's a good chance I get sheep, which is exactly the card that I get here. And I will continue to target red at this point. I get a wood along with it, which doesn't do anything for me here. I'll just end my turn. Maybe I could have played a monopoly on wood, but then I think this is fine. Yeah, I don't need that sheep. Yeah. So red was asking for a 7, and although I did roll a 7, but it was okay. So plays a monopoly on sheep. So good thing I did not accept that trade. But I think red here just gets a city here. So now I would want a few 10s to roll and just play a monopoly on, actually few 8s would be fine as well. Green might continue to solo block me, but I think red is in a equally strong position. Yeah, so green does the right thing, targeting red. Not sure if I'll get any of these trades, but I am considering playing a monopoly here. Let's see what green does. I mean, yeah, so there is a chance I get 6 wood here, but then that 6 doesn't help me too much, right? Because it's only 6 wood, which will not even give me a city. So I'll just end my turn. Wow, 12 is rolled for the second time. And so now there is more wood in the game. Yeah, so green now solo blocks me. And yeah, I either can play a monopoly on ore or on wood. I think monopoly on wood gives me a chance to get a city here. Because of 5 roll there is but actually yeah, green discarded 4 woods there. Yeah, let's see if I get this trade. I think if I play a monopoly on ore, I can still get my city. And ore hurts. Yeah, this is fine. I mean, I get a word which is basically option for me to play a dirty monopoly. Now I will get my wheat, and with these cards in hand I cannot do anything, so I'll just end my turn. Yeah, but I am being solo targeted here. I mean, these 12s are helping me quite a bit. So this means that I have another dev card in hand. I mean, I can go for another city here. I think that would not be a bad option. Or I can go for two dev cards. I mean, 6, 11, 12 isn't that strong a spot for me. So maybe just going for a couple of dev cards is fine. I mean, now I get a road building, so I can fight for the longest road as well. So all I need to do is build a city and then connect. And that would give me the win. So do I want to build a road and end my turn here? Maybe. But where do I even build my road? If I build it on 11-3, it is a given that I have a road building, and both red and green might try and block me. So maybe I just build a road here on 6-12. Or do I hold on for a city? I think holding on for a city is completely fine as well. So I mean, getting a VP and a road building was quite nice here. I can also try and build two roads and a settlement on the 9-12 spot instead of trying to get a city. I think getting a city would be a little more difficult. And I'm not sure what red has. I mean, red might have two VPs here. Okay, red had a year of plenty, so gets a settlement. And most likely red has a VP now. I think black has a VP as well. The reason why I'm saying I should just build a settlement on 9-12 is because that puts me on 8 points, gets me very close to getting the longest road. And yeah, then I'll be in the front row seat. Or maybe if I just get a city here, I mean, if a 12 rolls, I will be able to get a city and the longest road. Both will happen in that case. So yeah, what do I do here? I can get the longest road here, or I can go for a dev card and get a settlement. Yeah, I think this is fine. So here I'll go for a dev card and I get a VP. So yeah, GG. So just play my longest road. Basically just connect my roads. I don't even need to get a settlement here. Yeah, so got very lucky with the dev cards. Yeah, I don't think so. Green played too badly there. I mean, I think I got lucky with the roll there. All those 8s were huge for me. 9s were not that strong, but then 6s and 8s were decent. Also 12s, right? I got, the moment I built a settlement on 11, 12, 11 rolled and then a 12 rolled. So that was my only wheat production, which I was able to get quite easily. And also getting 2 VPs. I mean, yeah, this was completely luck based. Although my setup was quite strong, I would surely say that. Yeah, amount of resource income blocked. The 8 was blocked for a very long time. And for me, I think 8 rolled only once when it was blocked. So it's not like I lost a lot of resources. And yeah, also when it comes to production, very, very strong. So yeah, here green is, I mean, orange is saying the same thing. It's no point in blaming green there. So yeah, now let's take a look at the leaderboard. I get plus 30, so that would have, I think it should push me around maybe 1200 or 1300. Yeah, so I am exactly at 1202. That is quite nice here. Hopefully I can win the next few games as well. I would like to get my win percentage up to around 40. And yeah. Anyway, bye for now and see you again in the next video. Bye bye.